There are a lot of challenges. For example, when I started my music, I had just come out of university. I didn't have money. I never had a job. So it would be very hard to go to the studio and release the song. That was the first challenge that I got. Plus, people like, you will not manage. Music is not for everyone. The fact that you have a good voice doesn't mean you just go and sing. Because the second song was about Abyei Panda. Yeah, then they're like, you're not even perfect. Like, you're not following the beats, you're not your tune and all that. So it kind of discouraged me, but I was like, I have to do it.
About your song Atungdiak, some people might say like it was actually a direct attack to the Twic community. What would you tell them? Okay,
maybe if you said Titbaai 1 and Titbaai 2, I would say because I was like, Kindieni Twic, Kuchini Cham, to enkuchena day Titbaai. That one, I would say it goes to anybody that wants my land. You're like an old woman. That's how, like, what do you, like, how do you go deep in these languages? Why don't you just sing in English? See those of Chris Brown, everybody listens to them. Yeah, so the only thing I can tell them is like, no matter where you go, always know where you come from. But we have the late Nyan Kol. Yeah, the whole South Sudan, I think we all know her. Like, I love her music so much, and when she died, I was still in Kampala, and I really felt very bad. May her soul rest in.
Hello, my people. It's your girl Nairobi, and I'm your host for today. And before we dive in, let's first press the subscription button. You like, you subscribe, and comment. So today we have a beautiful lady from South Sudan, and her name is Aluel Lavala. She's actually known for her song Atungdiak, and we'll give her a chance to tell us more about her song and herself too. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I greet you guys. As she said, my name's Aluel Lavala from South Sudan, and if we go furthermore, I'm from Abyei, a community within South Sudan, and I'm grateful to be here with you.
You're welcome. I appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
So tell us about your music journey.
Oh, thank you very much. I started my music in 2018. Yeah, when I was in University of Nairobi. But my mom was like, you have to finish your school before you do that. So I had songs, though I hadn't recorded them. I went to Juba and released most of the songs. So my first album was in 2020. And from there I've been.
So now as we speak, music. You are a graduate.
I am.
From the University of Nairobi.
Exactly.
I'm actually surprised.
I am. Thank you so much.
It's actually hard finding like South Sudanese. You know, most of us these days, ladies, it's so hard like seeing them graduate from the university, and it actually shocks people. It's actually good, and we love that. So tell us, like, what did you study?
Oh yeah, I'm a social worker. I did social work and social development. Then I did criminology, both in University of Nairobi.
Yeah. So you can do law, and you can be a lawyer.
I know.
Full time.
Exactly.
So what inspired you to start
my music?
Yeah.
For those, especially the ones in Abyei and Twic my dad used to be a musician, but a very local one. Yeah. So I really took after my dad. But I started my music not because of him, but we have the late Nyan Kol. Yeah, the whole South Sudan, I think we all know her. Like, I love her music so much, and when she died, I was still in Kampala, and I really felt very bad. May her soul rest in peace. So I've really been, like, I'm like, when I grow up, I want to be like her. So in primary and high school, I've always I was in the choir. I was the choir mistress, in most of the schools that I was in. Then I was in also my schools, especially when I was in Kampala in my primary school. I used to produce songs for our school. So from there, I'm like, okay, if I can do that in English, I'm a South Sudanese, I can also really join music officially. So I took it from there. When I came to Nairobi, I would go to school, then focus on music a little bit. So Nyankol has been my inspiration, though there are other artists like Denga Book is from South Sudan, from Titbaai. Then from Aluel, John Kudusei is my favorite artist. Then there's one artist from Abyei that I've always loved. Is called Arop Nyonkwal. So when I'm like, okay, let me try a little bit. Maybe I can reach them. And I'm happy that we've been sharing stages for a very long time. I'm proud of myself, and I'm glad it's because of them that I'm who I am right now.
You're really following their footsteps.
Exactly.
They're happy. There's one person that's looking up to them.
Absolutely.
And so, how do you think singing in your native language shapes the cultural?
Okay, it's a bit strict, but they are most of the people, especially the Dinkas. In South Sudan, we have 64 tribes, as you know.
Yeah.
And Dinka, you can say it's the largest tribe in South Sudan. And when I sing in my language, in Dinka, I feel, oh wow, I'm really doing music. Other languages are not ours.
Yeah.
I also have songs in Arabic because we're not all Dinkas in South Sudan. As I said, we are 64 tribes. But most of the people are Dinkas and Nuer. I think they are the ones. So I do have my other songs, but within South Sudan, I'm sorry to say this, but not everybody speaks English, especially our fathers, our mothers, they don't speak English. They speak Arabic, but mostly they speak Dinka. So we do listen to them, their advice and everything. Then we come and put it in songs so other children can focus and look after us, you understand? Yeah, so culturally, we have, I think you're from Dinka, so our cultures, especially how to raise a young girl and a young boy to be grown, to be like us, the way our parents taught us, we are trying our very best to teach them through music, because not everybody we get to find. Others do listen to our music and they don't know us. So if I sing in a language that a child understands, it will be in position to be like, okay, maybe I want to be like Lavala, or maybe I was doing something wrong, but since maybe a Rob Nyog and such an artist has said this, I think this is what I'm supposed to do as a Dinka child, as a South Sudanese child, in order for our culture and everything that represents us not to get lost.
Yeah, that's actually true. And mostly, let me say, young men mostly don't listen to our Dinka or our native music.
Exactly.
And they think or if they just see a girl listening to it, they'll be like, this one now wants to get married or something.
Absolutely.
We went through that, and it's actually something I don't even get. So what would you tell them?
Okay, this is a very good question. I can take an example of my brothers. My younger brother, our last born, is always like, you're like an old woman. That's how, what do you, how do you go deep in these languages? Why don't you just sing in English? See those of Chris Brown, everybody listens to them. Yeah, so the only thing I can tell them is no matter where you go, always know where you come from. And where you come from is what we are trying to preach in music. So they should know, even if they're in America, USA, Juba, Kampala, Nairobi, wherever they are, as long as they know where they come from. So if you get to listen to your music, for example, the one of Nyankol Matiang, during the war, her songs inspired most of our fathers.
Yeah.
And 99%, to be honest, like whatever war that happens, the artists, they really played a very big role, because these are the songs that people sing when they are going to war to encourage themselves. Like you just feel like it's okay even if I die.
Yeah.
They've sung these songs for us. Even if I go and lose my life, at least my child and my wife and the country will be okay. It will be in a peaceful manner. So if they are in another country, I don't blame them. Yeah, we are modernized for now, but still that takes us back to what you asked about the culture. Let's not forget where we come from. It's very important. So they can listen to the other side, but even if they don't want us to know, they can use earbuds and listen when you're sleeping. At least you'll get one word or more. Yeah, to help you.
I have sisters, they'll be like, you're so much like you are a typical Dinka.
Exactly.
Why are you listening to these songs? It's not like everyone wants to listen to them.
True.
Yeah. So sorry to ask this. So there is a difference between the community of Abyei and Twic, and mostly you are a victim.
Absolutely.
So tell us, like, how do you take it, and what would you tell the people that are criticizing you?
Okay. Thank you once again. I'm very happy that you're from Twic Mayardit and I'm from Abyei, and we are seated under one roof discussing about this. Yes, the Titbaai and the Titwing have always been brothers. It's either when this fight happened, like if we lose one person in Twic Mayardit, the Ngok people will cry, because it's either like someone that's related to them or maybe an in-law or something like that, because we've always had the intermarriages, and we're the closest people. And they always say, like, whatever happens to you, it's your neighbor that comes first before even someone that is related to you. So it was very unfortunate that this war broke out in 2022 on day 10. It was February, that's when it happened. No one likes it, including me right now. I've had a lot of losses. My cousins on both sides. My brother, the one I follow, I lost him in 2022 in that same war. So it's been really consuming me in a very bad manner, because all my life I've stayed with Twic people, like all my life, literally. I've stayed with them, be it in school or in our house or in their houses. We've always been together. So I don't blame anybody that is insulting me or has been insulting me. Like, you should know a community comes first. So they're insulting me because maybe they never expected that from me. And I'm supporting my people because I never expected that from them. You understand? Yeah. So, but right now, we've come to realization that we, the youths, have been fooled by our politicians. True. That one is very correct. But I'm so sad that it took us like almost 4 years, because the people that have died, they will never come back. The relationship that we had before the fight will never be the same. Even if we make peace, it will take time. It will take a lot of time. Because as me, I just find a Titwing here, I will just be like, maybe it's the one that killed my brother. Then a Titwing may just see me around. That's like, it's because of her songs that made the Titbaai to be very strong and all that. So I take it slightly. Yeah, it was so stressful to me for 3 years. Yeah, I didn't mourn for my brother, because to me I feel like he died for what he believed in. Yeah, and I don't regret the songs I've sung. It's actually the songs that have made me the victim, because I've been singing, like, encouraging the Titbaai, though I've never ever one day mentioned that they should go and fight Twic, because our common enemy is it's the Arabs. I'm sorry. So the show that happened 2 days ago, we brought 2 of the artists from your side or from Twic, and this shows there's peace. Because I'm sure if it was 222, 223, to be honest, like someone like 2 friends
wouldn't have
since that day the war started, we've never seen each other again. We just see ourselves on social media. And that fight has really cost us a lot, especially with the youths. So since the youth have realized it's better to sit down and talk. Abyei and Twic land, it's very big. Like there are forests. Like if you want to go and stay there, even if it's South Sudan entirely, it will still be enough for us. So it's better we just be together. It will take time, but let's go back and be who we are. This is not the first time communities have fought. Even within Titbaai, they have fought, within Abyei, within, let's say, South Sudan in general. So it's okay, let's forgive. Though it's going to be hard to forget on both sides, but every wound takes time to heal. So I don't have any problem with anybody. Even if I meet the ones that insult me and all that, I don't have any problem with them.
So you just encourage them.
Exactly.
Whatever they're saying, you just give them a deaf ear.
Absolutely.
Let's live in peace, guys.
Exactly.
So about your song Atungdiak, some people might say like it was actually a direct attack to the Twic community. What would you tell them? Okay,
maybe if you said Titbaai 1 and Titbaai 2, I would say because I was like Kindieni Twic, Kuchini Cham, Tuen Kuchen a day Titbaai. That one, I would say it goes to anybody that wants my land, because this is where my mom was born, her father was born, we were born there and everything. So if somebody wants to claim it, and I have something small that I can do. It's not specifically the Titbaai, but anybody in the entire South Sudan or the North Sudan, I can say I will always be very proud to support my brothers here. But when it comes to Atungdiak actually, I focused a lot because I went to Abyei in 2022. When I lost my brother, I went with my mom. So on that day, a lot of Titbaai were killed. So like no one was visiting the other. If you look the left side, the right, and everywhere, everybody's crying, everybody's mourning. Maybe it's a husband or a child or a brother, you understand? So I was like, okay, what can I do to encourage? It's a very personal song for me, very personal, because it starts with my mom, where I said, Tingun chi men the knock, kutingun chi mo in the knock, kujala men unchi wu knock, like they're pure or be a kajirin kin. It's just, I was trying to encourage them. So those that think maybe it's directly to Titbaai, it has nothing to do with it. But the first song that I told you, if they say so, maybe there's a bit of truth, because I sang that out of anger, out of what I had seen. And I still insist, it's anybody, absolutely. Even if it's my mom, and she decides right now that she wants to take my land and take it somewhere, I will not be okay with her. Yeah, because it's the land that God has given, and it's the land that they've been, our ancestors, our grands, our parents are there, and we'll be here and we leave it to our children. It's going to be like that forever. Yeah. So no one can ever allow to leave what belongs to them to another person. But still, peace must happen, and we are glad it's happening right now. And before you say another thing, these songs that we sing, especially with the artists of Abyei, we're not the only people. The whole of South Sudan has sung about Abyei. Why? It's because we're just a very small community that is in the border of South Sudan and Sudan. And if Sudan people want to come and fight Junub Sudan, they start with us. Then as peace happened, and in 2011, we pulled out and we became a country, we thought maybe this would have been the right time for South Sudan or the president with its people to now look into the issue of Abyei, because fully we are South Sudanese. In 2013, we were told, it's okay now, you guys can choose whether you want to be South Sudanese or Sudanese. And we voted, and it was 99. So 99.9, so that small percent, like, doesn't really matter. It's people that have stayed, that ran out of war and they stayed there, grew up there, married there, and those are the ones that think they are now Arab. So the songs that people sing about Abyei, and if there are people within South Sudan that sang so much about Abyei to be liberated, they are the Twic community. So Satan has come in, and Satan came through our elders, and I will always say that. And I pray as they go, like those that are about to die or those that have died, let them go and leave us with our peace. Let the communities, the two communities, sit down. Let our Salatin, let them sit down like on both sides and talk about this, because those that have gone will never come back. Sure. And for us to prevent more damages, we just need to agree on certain terms. We are a family, let's be together. So I did not sing any song directly to the Twic community.
So if you're from Twic, you think our girl here sang the song to you? She hasn't. She explained herself, and it's high time we live in peace. So about the Voice of Abyei concert,
okay, what
was behind it?
Okay. Last year in December, Fernandeng Mijok and Ripo Dao, they visited Nairobi here, and they just came and performed, but the hall wasn't that full. People were not told that much. Advertisement didn't happen in a way that it should have. So they came and went back. So our sisters, actually my auntie and my sister, they said they wanted the Voice of Abyei, all the artists, as long as they are from Abyei, and those that were ready, not anybody, just because the artists that came, they're not the only artists in South Sudan. Rather, in Abyei, we have very many, but some did not come for certain reasons. Some maybe were not called and all that. So they sat down and said, we'll have to come and entertain the South Sudanese that are in Nairobi. And it's the name that is Voice of Abyei, but we brought almost everyone within South Sudan. Some people are from Jonglei State, others are from Twic, others are from Awan Chanyal, plus Abyei people. Also with the guests, that's what our sisters did. And before we came here, there was a meeting that we had with our elders, and they were very happy how we are it comes back now to the peace between Twic and Ngok. Whoever that is going to listen to me, they'll be like, we don't want peace. You see, we knew Lavala was going to say, hey, we need peace again, and yet she was one of the ringleaders. Peace is supposed to be there. Where there is a fight, there must be peace. Otherwise, it's always disagreement that ends up with fights, but people need to sit down, reconcile, and peace has to be there. So that show happened, and I'm very glad it was full. We just came to entertain the people that are here, including you, and we might go to Kampala, maybe in October or December there, and we'll be touring actually. And it will just be Voice of Abyei, but we'll be picking people from different places. So that's all, and I believe people enjoyed the night.
They definitely did, because every TikTok, everybody's there enjoying themselves. And how was the experience?
Oh, wow. It was really good, because I remember when I performed, I don't mean to brag, but almost everybody stood up. And it felt really good. It really, really felt good. I was very proud of myself, and I was like, what if I hadn't come? Because I was almost missing. I was in Cairo. But my auntie was like, you must be in here. So I came, and it was really good. For those that turn up, thank you very much. And we hope next time I might have my personal concert here.
To ask about that.
I'll be having this one that happened. This one that happened actually supposed to be mine, but they were like, no. My sisters were like, you push yours, because this is for the community, and this is a personal one. Then I was like, it's okay. So probably we'll go and sit down and see which one will be first, whether it's mine or the one of Kampala. So I'll be back.
Success. You are rooting for that. So how does your culture influence your songwriting and storytelling?
My culture, how does it influence?
Your songwriting and your storytelling.
Sorry, may you break it down a little bit?
Like the culture, like now you sing in
Dinka.
So what are the story behind your songs?
Okay, actually, if I'm to start, currently almost everything takes us back to Twic and Abyei. Yeah, but I started way before the fight. And by the way, my previous manager is from Twic Mayardit, a lady that I will always love. She's called Akir. Yeah, my music, whatever inspired me, it's our artists that were performing those days. Yeah. So maybe if I'm to break it down, it will always go back to our culture and all that. But I have other songs in English. But if I was to sing, for example, on that day, if I just stand up, then I start singing maybe the song that I sang with Cool B. People will be like, wow, she's like this, she's mad or something like that, because the way we do our culture songs is very different from maybe dancehall or Afro or something like that. So I don't know what to say, but I really have been inspired about other people to do my music, and I'm proud of my culture. And I will always, no matter how much they tell me, hey, you are educated, but you are a local artist and all that, I love it. I love it because at least there's a message I'm giving. Yeah, but this thing of like, oh baby girl, what's up, then you understand. So it doesn't really. Yeah. By the way, about that, I started with one song. It's called Human Like You, me and Kulbi. Then my mom is like, just leave my house. She was like, leave my house, like completely. Because she's like, you have someone, the way you're singing with Kulbi, it looks like you guys are having something, you understand? Because she speaks English, my mom speaks English, so she's like, the way I was saying, I've been looking for a human like you, oh baby, for a very long time. Then she's like, so you found him, just disappear and leave my house. So she was like, it's either you sing in your language or you stop, because my mom raised us by herself. We lost our father at a very young age, so she educated us. She's like, you want your people now to say, I'm the one that spoiled you. No, it's not possible. The choice is yours. I'm not stopping you, but you'll go and do the other song out of my house. Yeah, so I just switched and I went to my music, which is local one, as they call it.
Local. So what challenges have you faced so far since you started?
There are a lot of challenges. For example, when I started my music, I had just come out of university. I didn't have money. I never had a job. So it would be very hard to go to the studio and release the song. That was the first challenge that I got. Plus, people like, you will not manage. Music is not for everyone. The fact that you have a good voice doesn't mean you just go and sing. Because the second song was about Abyei Panda. Yeah, then they're like, you're not even perfect. Like, you're not following the beats, you're not your tune and all that. So it kind of discouraged me, but I was like, I have to do it by all means. Plus insults from people. Our culture, culture thinks that as a female or as a girl child, music is for, I'm sorry to say this, but it's for like prostitutes or something like that. Yeah. Like when you become a musician as a lady, you'll not have one man, you'll move from one to the other like that. And that's what they see maybe from other cultures, because some of maybe the Western culture has influenced a lot of people, but it's something God has given you. You have to use it no matter how much you're insulted, as long as you know your part or what you're doing. Because other children are looking after us. They're like, maybe they want to be like Aluel, they want to be like a Chuending, a Jing, a Mirading, you can name them. So those challenges are still there until now. For example, if I take a picture with someone, especially now that I'm married, people will just be like, see, because she's an artist, now she's allowing men to hold her waist. All that. And I'm like, it's okay. It's hard, but we keep pushing. Then the challenges, like I've had 2 of my albums, and the first album, like only my family members came. I wasted my money, and all the resources, but people did not turn up. So it was a challenge to me. Then I was like, I'm doing it again. I did it again in Nyakren. The show up was just, people were a bit few, but they were better than the previous one. When I did my third album, like the space wasn't even enough for people. So if I had given up, maybe it wouldn't have happened. So challenges are very many, but when you're focused, like you've decided to do something, don't quit for anybody. As long as it makes you happy, let others say whatever they want and you continue. But now, the fact that you want to do what makes you happy shouldn't make you forget where you come from, or maybe what will the surrounding like be, especially if it's a negative one and you feel happy with it, but still you'll discourage other people. So you just have to look around before you say something or do it.
They discourage you and you'd have given up by now. You wouldn't be here.
I'm telling you.
So before we go, what would you tell those people that want to pursue music, but they don't actually have that encouragement? And plus also you tell those people that usually don't interfere in the community beef or community war. What would you tell them?
Okay, I'll start with those that would like to join maybe music or anything of the sort. Be strong, because music is not for the weak, to be honest, because especially right now as South Sudanese, almost everyone is becoming a musician. I don't know where we'll find funds, to be honest. So we have very many. By that, if the talent has been given to you by God, you need to use it. Yeah. Don't listen to people, especially when you want to pursue something and you believe you can. Sometimes, like I remember by then I used to sit down with my brothers, my mom and the sisters, then I come with my microphone, then I perform. Like some of them would just say, that voice, like stop, like, but I was like,
always your family.
Yes. Then I'm like, I know I can do it. I would sing. Sometimes when they discourage me, I go and cry. Then I'm like, the inner part of me says, you can do it. So if you believe that you can do it, don't let anyone discourage you. Go for it. Even if you don't have the resources, try one way or the other. One day, one time, God will help you. Your destiny helper may just come around, or maybe God will help you with money or anything of the sort. Then you can be able to release your songs. And about the artists that always be within, especially when there's a fight or there's a quarrel between the communities, then you want to join and like you're standing with your community. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's really good when you are, as a child of that community, it's your obligation to take care of the community, to take care of the mothers, the sisters, the brothers, and your land, most especially. But now as artists, we're not supposed to be in between. Then we say a lot. Between Twic and Ngok, before when the war was starting, we came with peace songs. We're like, we are one. We are like nose and mouth. We're all that. But as time passed on, we're like, no. Like at least you need to stand with your community. Yeah. But it's very wrong. It's very wrong in a way that the songs will remain and the peace may happen. So whatever we are going to do with those songs, we shall see. But I would encourage all the artists from South Sudan or worldwide in community problems or issues. An artist is supposed to be a peace bearer, to be in between, try to separate the other. So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I had fun listening to the conversation, and I actually enjoyed it. And before we go, I would like you to sample one of your songs, just a little bit of it.
All right. Yeah, I will do it. I just have a bit of flu, but for a pretty lady like you, I cannot say no.
Thank you.
Ngonga Abyei wekiwenyin, Abyei wekiwenyin, Ngonga Abyei wekiwenyin, Atungdiak wekiwenyin, Abinde yakai, Ngonga Abyei wayecheng, Tingunchi mendenog, Mama wedinyin. Tingunchi moindenog, Mama wedinyin, Menunchi wunanog men the wedding. Koi wunchi koi ken nog we galim wake yin. Abyei kajirian ken kachiga wig tongnam. Abyei kajirian ken weekend nagama Atungdiak abinda. Abyei kajirian ken. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Guys, wherever you are, thank you so much for watching. Follow her.
Please.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
That's all for today. Bye.